Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to my new pantry. I'm super excited to take you guys inside and show you the finished work. John's worked really hard on this. I'm echoing where I'm standing, sorry about that. He's worked really hard on this. I joked when we had baby number 5 that we didn't need more places to sleep, we just need more places for food in our house. A few years ago, we felt like we needed to make a decision. Obviously, the market in Florida was really high and we had just redone our pool and our roof and some of like the key things about our home, and we were like, are we staying or are we going? Do we want to, do we want to sell high or do we want to just stay and make it work? And we both just love our home. We love our neighborhood. We weren't interested in, selling and waiting for the market to come down and purchasing, because we just really didn't think we'd find a place we liked as much as we like this house. So John really wanted to add another bedroom, and all I genuinely wanted was more food storage. Sorry, dog interrupted, but I was just saying that John wanted an additional bedroom and I just felt like we needed more food storage, and those were the only things that we really wanted, and felt like that, we could keep this home as our forever home. Now, we bought this house 10 years ago. We had 2 kids at the time and we thought, oh, we'll never use all the space here. It's a modest home, it's not that big, but we just thought, oh, we'll never use all the space here, and now we have 5 kids, and so we definitely use as much space as possible in this house. So John got to work. We worked for a couple of years thinking about how we wanted things to be laid out, what we wanted to do, all of the things that needed to be lined up. We had to move some plumbing for Bella's new room. We had to have a door, 2 doors removed, a new window added, a new exterior door added, things like that just weren't easy tasks. We also had, this is where the homeschool room changes all came into play, because we had to move some stuff out of what was more of a storage room to expand that into a bedroom. So we needed more storage space inside our house versus in a utility room. So long story short, I'll kind of explain more of that when I give you guys the homeschool room tour, which the homeschool room is officially finished now. But that's kind of where the dream for this pantry came from. I just wanted a space that could be left as a working space, a countertop that kept my appliances on it, because I'm in the kitchen so frequently and I really just don't have any working space in there for chopping veggies and meal prep and things like that, because I like to keep the KitchenAid and the blender and the toaster oven on the counter. So this was really a dream of, I needed more food storage because we have a tiny pantry. I would have liked more food storage, and I would have liked a space to keep our appliances on at all times. And yeah, this is John's line of work, so he caught a vision and it turned out really great. I'm so happy with it. It was better than I could have imagined, and we had lots of friends who are in the trades who helped us with some of the other components of the construction as well, not just the pantry. So we really are excited about it, and I'm excited to welcome you in. So let's go on into. All right, guys, come on in. So I'll start right here. This is a cedar sauna door that John purchased from another contractor who does work in Beach Mountain, North Carolina, which you guys know we love. So there's already a connection there to this door, but it was a cedar sauna door. And so this contractor had a client in Beach Mountain who was building a home with a sauna, and I guess they purchased a couple doors and they chose one, and then this one was the other one. So he brought it back to Florida, and John knows him, found it, thought it was perfect. Apparently it was the vision he wanted for this space, so it's great. It's kind of a, because this space is nearby to our homeschool room, it kind of matches our countertop in the new built-ins. So it was a nice little accent when we have all white doors and white casings everywhere else. So come on in. We have warm lighting in here, so I apologize for that like yellow tone it's gonna take, but I love in the evening time the warm lighting coming through the door, the window on the door. It's just perfect. It's very cozy. It brightens up the hallway, and it was the look we both really wanted. So it's just for video purposes not the best, but other than that we really like it. So when you first walk in, you walk into these built-ins here. So these shelves here have at the top, because it's so high up, I just use it for extra storage. So we've got our paper goods up there, and if you didn't know, we basically keep the whole Lesser Evil company running, just us. I didn't know I had that many bags. I actually had 5 bags. We pulled one down yesterday, or there's 6 of them. Yesterday, there's one tucked back in there. But this is one of the brands that one of my kids who has some inflammation can eat. So we always have this on hand. And then yeah, paper goods up there. And then in the corner over here, I just have some things that I purchased for the 4th of July that I don't want the kids to get to. I've just got some regular storage here. I've got some cake mixes and soup boxes and extra maple syrup and flour and sugar and all that. Down here, these are the baking supplies that I use on a regular basis. So we've got flour, sugar, some oats and things in here. Where are the oats? Oh, they're almost empty. So all that, because I've got my KitchenAid in this room as well. And then I also have extra flour in here, but I also keep flour in my kitchen because I have like a little sourdough station in my kitchen now that all of the stuff is off of my counter in the kitchen. Down here, this is the like lunch packing, beach packing kind of snacks. So snacks that my kids don't get to daily, snacks that maybe they would eat in one sitting if I just let them have free reign to them. Mostly these Nature Valley wafer bars. They love these. These are not granola bars. When I say grab a granola bar, this is what they go for. These are cookies. So these are the things that, like, if I'm packing lunch for the beach or we're packing lunch for co-op or whatever, then they'll grab from, or I'll grab things from here. So I just like to know what's in stock. I got all of these containers at Sam's Club. These are 2 sets of the organizers and they were $24 per set. So I thought that was a good deal compared to some of the prices I've seen for very similar things on Amazon. So over here I've got these rice rollers, which are one of their favorites. Under here I've got packets of oatmeal. I think I've got like brown sugar oatmeal and then the apple cinnamon kind right now. We've got the wafer bars here. We have these crispy rice squares from Made Good, cinnamon applesauce and regular applesauce pouches. This is like the little the baby stuff here. So I've got the baby's food here. So I've got like the yogis down there, but then also her little baby granola bars and things like that are down in there. Jesse actually organized all this for me and he had a great time laying it out all nice for her. Although she'll never see it. It was organized for her, just for her by Big Bro. And then over here, I've got some, again, this is all for like when we're heading to the beach or something like that. So we've got this, we've got chomps, we have some cookies in here, left over from a birthday party. And then I don't have anything in that one right now, but you know, probably the Italian beef chomps that we get when they come in our subscribe and save order will be down here. Down here, these are the snacks that our kids grab all the time. So these are like we're running out the door for dance, karate, whatever it is, or just like, you know, they need to grab something. My kids always need a snack. Is it just me? I'll bring like a box of Annie's bunnies or things like that when we go somewhere and we're all gonna be having a snack together. But when they're just going out the door individually for dance, karate, extra practices, whatever, I'll just tell them to grab a snack. And so I like to keep these fully stocked. These are what I used to keep in our front coat closet, but living in Florida, you guys know we don't need a coat closet, so I had snacks in there and some bulk storage. But now I'm glad to have a place for these, especially when we have company, because then the other kids can just come in here and grab things as they wish, which is really convenient when we have people over all the time. So I've got some cereal bars and granola bars and like Cliff bars and things like that in here. Over here, this is like, we've got some Bobos, different flavors of Bobos, some Kind bars. Do we have any Lara bars left in? Oh no, I've got the Lara bars over here. So we've got some raisins and cranberry. What, don't we have some left? Yeah, we've got some cranberry. Nope, that's not it. I know we do. We have some dried cranberries and dried raisins in here. There they are, the dried cranberries, raisins, and then some mini like Lara bar type of things in there. So I'll just like the dried fruit kind of a thing. Whenever we have freeze-dried fruit, I'll put it in there as well. And then we've got some different crackers in here. My kids really like those. These are all just like individual Annie's bunnies, Annie's cheddar grams, or cheddar squares, granola, Nature Valley bars, so Nature Valley granola bars, and the oat and honey and sweet and salty nut. Those are my favorite. Down here, we've got Pirate's Booty that needs to be restocked. It's like halfway down. And then again, like a bunch more of the lesser evil popcorn down here. But over here on this back wall, I've got extra boxes of things, which is nice. It's kind of like tucked behind the counter here, so you don't see it when you're walking by. Behind the door, this is funny. John built me this and I was like, I feel like this is a large family thing. We have like a commercial can rack, but he put this together for me really quick because there's kind of some dead space behind the door here. It's not really wide enough to do much with this space. And we couldn't take the shelving all the way to the wall because of the dimensions. So we've got a can rack here now, which is wonderful. So we've got all of like the things I use for baking here. We've got some beans here and here, and then some tomato-based things, which we're low in stock on because as we were going through the cans, oh, the door's still shimmed. It needs to be finished from the inside, but it's finished on the outside. Oh, also one more thing, it's finished on the inside. Like John sealed the door, stained and sealed it, but he wanted it different on the outside. So, yeah, can rack behind the door. I thought that was fun. We put an outlet over there. We put 2 outlets in here, plus obviously had someone wire the lighting in here. I'm not sure what we'll use that for, but it's just nice to have. So not 100% sure what we'll do with that, but it's nice that we have it on both sides. So then over here we've got, again, this is like the view when you first walk in. He put a place for me to hang my aprons over there, and then these baskets were my mom's. And so originally I kind of wanted like mix match baskets, but my dad offered these to me and I just thought they were so perfect. They pretty much fit in this space, and very special to me that my mom's baskets are in here. I remember her getting these baskets when I was a kid. We used to keep blankets in these. So like folded blankets, folded towels. My mom was very well organized, so these were in her linen closet when I was growing up. So now I have them, which is special. Up here, that was really hard to film and pull down at the same time. It was heavier than I realized. Bunch of different kids snacks here. Like I said, I always just grab like a box of these. We have a snack time every afternoon where like we finish school before we, you know, start doing quiet time or assigned reading or anything like that during the school year. And I'll just mix like some of these with some of the popcorn or something like that, put out like a little bulk snack for the kids, or you know, community snack for the kids with some fruit, sliced apples, a box of berries, whatever. So I have these, like I always have to have lots of things like this because I have 5 kids who need a snack every afternoon. So definitely saves money to have things like this versus using these every time they tell you guys what's in them, because it's gonna be hard to film it all. So cookies and crackers type of snacks. We've got, this has like breadcrumbs, jars of sauce and, you know, pasta sauce, things like that. Things that don't fit in the can rack essentially. We've got different kinds of like chips and crackers in here. More of like John's snacks, pistachios, hip peas, what else? Probably mostly hippies in there. Cereal at kid height for them to just grab on mornings where I'm like, hey, it's a cereal morning. And then we've also got some oatmeal and things in here. Gatorade powder for when they're filling water bottles, because we kind of have like lunch packing stuff going on in here. I think I already showed you, but we've got like bulk storage. We have a drink fridge on our patio from more hosting companies. So I've got like Poppy and LaCroix and things like that in there, and then more of the mini popcorns and the Pirate's Booty and the rice rollers and all that kind of stuff, plus the backpack that I use when I pack lunches. We have the countertop in here, which is like the main thing I really needed. So basically my kitchen always had stuff on the counter, and I was like basically cooking and chopping things with this much space, which is standard. Like I didn't want to be putting away this big toaster oven every time, or I'd have to pull the KitchenAid out, which is hefty. So I was using the KitchenAid less, I'll be honest, because I never wanted to like pull it out and set it up. So I was like, it really would be nice if we had a space to just kind of keep the things that we use on a regular basis. Like I make sourdough sandwich bread a few times a week, and the kids use this for mixing, you know, baking mixes and things. And then I need, we use the blender every day. Toaster oven we use frequently for the kids, especially because we don't have a microwave. So when they, like Bella gets home from dance at 9:30 a few nights a week, so then she'll like pop in a snack in the toaster oven, like a heftier snack. So I really just wanted a space where we could leave these things plugged in, and that's what we have going on here. So it's a nice little space to just, you know, to just kind of have things operating as needed, and then out of sight, out of mind when we don't need to use it. And then it cleared up my kitchen counters. The only thing I have on my kitchen counter anymore are my spice racks and our coffee, our espresso machine, like, and the sourdough starter, which is right next to where we keep the coffee. So that's how this all started. A cabinet maker that John works with on a regular basis was just very kind and told John he wanted to build this cabinet box for him, or this cabinet base for him, which was really special. So he did that custom for him. I think we were probably just going to use something like standard before, but him offering was really nice, and so we got more so exactly what we wanted, which was large doors so that we could keep other appliances down here. So this is all just for our appliances, basically. We've got bread machine, crock pot, pancake griddle, waffle iron, some of our lunch boxes and things like that. This isn't I'm going to be adding stuff as time goes on. Pizza pans, really large soup pot that I don't use on a regular basis, cake decorating stuff for Bella. It's just so convenient to have all this stuff in here. I'll probably actually put my juicer in here and juice things every now and then again, because it's a really deep cabinet and he created these large doors. It just made it so much more convenient than getting like the double door cabinets that we were going to be getting. So that was a huge blessing. We really appreciated that. And then on top of that, John's another tile guy who John works with on a regular basis offered to install the tile for us as well, which was a great blessing too. So a lot of these guys give each other so much work that they just do favors for one another personally all the time, because it's like a way to say thank you to one another. So I just really appreciated that. That saved us so much time. There is some wood stain that John said he has to get some mineral spirits to tidy up, because we had it stained, all the wood in here stained last weekend. But we got this big white tile. We really like it. And again, like just a couple of splotches still, but I really wanted to get this video done. And so it kind of made the space feel a little bigger using these larger tiles. And I'm just really happy with this as well. So there's that. And then the last couple of things, we had all of this wall space here, but I didn't want to box myself in with more large cabinet or more large shelves. I felt like if the shelves came out further, then I would feel like enclosed when I was in here mixing things up, things like that. So I asked John if he would give me cookbook shelves, and it was perfect. So if you guys don't know, I love collecting vintage cookbooks. I know none of these are actually vintage cookbooks, but seasonal ones. So I have a lot of vintage fall cookbooks, a lot of especially holiday ones, some spring ones, and so I thought it'd be such a fun way to decorate the pantry for the holidays would be to display those cookbooks. Although right now I have more of like my daily use cookbooks that we use more often. That one, I don't know where that came from. I think a girlfriend gave it to me. I haven't used it yet. I wanted this to be the one that went up there. So that's why I have that over here, so that John can replace that, because I can't reach that. We do need to get a step stool in here for me, because he's 6'3", but I am 5'7", so I cannot reach that. And then we also moved my oils shelf in here, because it's very central to our home, where the pantry is located, so it's perfect. We can run in here all the time and just grab these, grab them in the evening. The kids use these a lot in the evening. They know what blends they want in their diffuser, so it's a great location to have it. And it didn't really match our new schoolroom, so I wanted it out of there, and this was the perfect kind of like random dead space we had that we weren't going to do anything with. So I'm like, oh, we can move the oil shelf in there. So that's what's going on over here. I think that's basically it. I mean, if you want to see, like I said, we still have to finish, like I know how to do any of this. John still has to trim out the door from in here, but you can see into my kitchen from where I'm standing. Kitchen and dining room right there. So very close, very convenient, and I'm just super thankful to have this. I'm so thankful that John kind of caught my vision and then ran with it, did his own thing, which turned out better than I could have imagined. And I'm just really thankful because this is something that is the one place in our house when we had baby number 5, I just felt like food storage was really a problem. We have a very small pantry that basically held more of our daily use items, but could not hold bulk storage, could not hold paper goods, things like that. So this was a true blessing to have this space. We have plenty of space to continue adding in here. I have another set of those snack shelves, so I was tossing around the idea of just putting the 3 of them there and using this to tuck more like bulk storage boxes into, because when you're walking into our house and you're walking by this door, you see that. You don't see any of this stuff, which is how I wanted it. I didn't want you to see that through the window. I kind of wanted it to look nice and tidy, and no matter how well you organize that, it just doesn't look tidy if you're just doing a quick glance. And so we could move these over here and then add more like boxes of things if we ever needed to buy more like bulk items over here behind there, and you wouldn't see it when you were walking by. So anyway, that is a peek into our new pantry, how I have it set up and organized. I just really wanted to share it with you guys because I've been talking about it here and there, like some of the construction that we have going on. So we've got the new pantry, we have the schoolroom completely redone, and then we have a new bedroom for Bella being built. And then we ended up with a little extra wiggle room, so we have a space going in to operate as the boys' like judo, jujitsu, karate type of little gym. They've got a punching bag in there. We'll put our weights and stuff, but there won't be enough space for like my Peloton to go in there, but a little mini home gym to fill in a little bit of the space that we had left in the plans, and really just use every inch of square footage we got out of this new construction. And so I wanted to show this to you guys, first of many new home update videos. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did. And if you have any suggestions, if you think I should be moving things in other places or anything like that, drop those in the comments down below. That's always super helpful too. Thanks, guys.